Clinic owners, there is no secret ad. There is only a simple system that turns the people in your database into booked, showing, paying patients. And you can see that system all from one screen. In this video, I'm going to show you the three core components of the patient revenue department, the exact types of campaigns that we run, how AI and automation do most of the grunt work, and the dashboard that tells you if it's working or not. If you understand this, you will know exactly what your patient revenue coordinator is supposed to be running every single week. So quick recap, right? Just so we're on the same page. Now, in video one, we talked about the 3 doors and why building the department inside your clinic is door number 3. In video 2, we showed how much cash is usually sitting in your patient list. And in video 3, we defined the patient revenue coordinator, the person who owns this department. Now, we're going to plug that person into a system that already works instead of asking them to invent it from scratch. That system has 3 complete parts: campaigns, AI and automation, and a simple dashboard. So the first piece, which are the campaigns. A campaign is just a planned conversation with a specific slice of your list for a specific outcome over a specific window of time. We usually start with 3 core campaign types: win-back campaigns, past patients who have not been in 6, 12 months or more. The goal here is just to get them to come back for a visit, evaluation, or priority check. An example of it would be, hey, it's been a while since we've seen you. We have a few priority spots available this month if you're still dealing with A, B, and C. Reactivation promotions. Now, reactivation promotions are for inactive or low-frequency patients who could benefit from coming in more consistently. The goal here is a short-term spike in visits and cash. An example of this would be a seasonal or quarterly promotion that are legal and compliant in your state and focuses on legitimate clinical value. These are bigger gamified offers that you run once every quarter, whereas your win-back campaigns are higher frequency, lower barrier of entry offers to get people to show. The third kind of core campaign that we would run is a nurture and retention campaign. These are for the patients who recently finished or are in the middle of care. The goal is just to keep them engaged and get them to complete their plan, so then they will come back before they fall off completely. Now, we rotate these 3 kind of campaigns in a simple calendar, typically some version of a monthly reactivation rhythm. The details of the copy change by clinic, but the structure is the same every single time. The second piece is AI and automations. Now, anybody under the sun can use AI. We want to show you how to use AI to grow your clinic. This is really where people tend to overcomplicate things and they chase the shiny newest object. AI in this context is not magic robot replace staff. It's actually templates that write patient-friendly messages faster, agents that handle simple back and forth, like what times do you have available, automations that send the right message to the right segment at the right time. The workflows, aka automations, look like this. You or we set up the campaign once. Automations select the right segment based on rules like have not been in 6 months or finished care 30 days ago. Messages go out automatically inside your normal texting or email system within your compliance and consent rules. Replies come back to a human, usually your PRC, your patient revenue coordinator, who can answer those questions and actually book those visits. So there is still going to be a hybrid aspect to this where there is going to be a human person in touch with these patients. This way, AI and automation does most of the heavy lifting, the heavy, repetitive, boring work, and your team does the judgment and the relationship building. This is really how you scale without burning your staff out. The third piece is the dashboard. If you don't have a scorecard, this all turns back into, I think it's working, really fast, right? You want to have clarity. So we want to boil it down to a 1-page view with messages sent, replies, bookings, shows, and revenue collected from those patients. That's top to bottom, input metric to output metric. Those five numbers tell you everything you need to know. For example, if messages are high and replies are low, if copy or offer is slightly off, If replies are high and bookings are low, the PRC needs a little bit of coaching. If bookings are high and shows are low, then reminders or offer framework is weak. If shows are fine and revenue is low, then the front desk or provider side needs a little bit of tightening. This is why tracking input metric is so important, because you can actually identify where the inefficiencies are. When we built this with clinics, we plug it into their existing CRM as much as possible. We don't try to like insert another shiny platform if it's not necessary. We're trying to make the tools you already have work to the best of your abilities, and for them to combine, tell a clear story. I think as a provider and leader, you need to be able to have access and transparency to those stats. And the end goal is not more tools. The end goal is just clearer numbers. So if we put it all together in a simple flow, we want to segment your database. For example, everyone who has not been in for over 6 months. We choose the right campaign. For example, a compliant win back with a clear reason for them to actually show. Automations send the messages, SMS and email over a few days, over a few weeks, with built-in reminders and different response tracks. The PRC handles majority of the replies, answer simple questions, offer availability, book patient into your calendar. The system track outcomes, messages, replies, bookings, shows, and revenue. They all go into your dashboard so you can see it from a glance. Last but not least, your review and you adjust. So once a week, you end the PRC, look at the numbers, keep what is working, fix what's not, remove what's repetitive. So the same rhythm repeats month after month with different segments and angles. This is what a true patient revenue department looks like in motion. When an outside agency does this for you, it feels like magic because you don't see the campaigns, you don't see the automations, you don't see the dashboard, you just see your calendar move and your bank account change. But the problem is if they unplug, that magic literally goes away. Door 3 says, we bring that engine into your world. We give your person the campaigns, the AI tools, and the dashboard. We help you run it for 90 days until it's boring. Because once it's boring and predictable, that's when you know you have something that's actually a department, not just a one-off campaign. So to recap this video, right, campaigns are planned, conversations with specific segments of your existing list. AI and automations do majority of the grunt work of sending and sorting. Your team does the human work. A simple dashboard keeps everyone honest and shows you if the department is doing its job. So in video 5, the last video of this series, I'm going to walk you through the exact 90-day plan we use to install this system with clinic like yours. Week 1 to 2, foundation. Week 3 to 4, first cash campaign. Week 5 to 8, scale and refine. 9 to 12, handoff, and make it run without us, right? It's a catch and release. And if I show you how and what that plan would actually look like in your clinic specifically, just click on the next video here, video number 5, and that's where we'll turn this from a concept into a concrete roadmap.